Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Jeff Smith with Joseph Brett coming to you live from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thanks for joining us today. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today featuring the Eagle Point Eagles and the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for events on TableRockSports.net. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscriber button. So it's Eagle Point and Grants Pass, one of our Southern Oregon Conference games, as all the seasons so far have been adjusted for COVID, and so we have the 5A teams of Eagle Point and Ashland in a conference with the 6A teams from North and South Medford and Grants Pass and Roseburg as well. Eagle Point started their season on Monday. Close game, losing to North Medford at North Medford 31-26. While the Lady Cavers kicked off the season on Wednesday night, they headed to South Medford and lost 72-37. And we got Joseph joining me in the booth here, and kind of strange to be doing basketball in May.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. You know, the one upside, though, is that we are doing basketball. We didn't know. Just a month ago, we weren't quite sure if we were going to be doing basketball or if we weren't going to be doing basketball. And I remember we were at doing a Crater baseball game together, and they got the announcement midway through that game and came over and let everyone know, and then announced it over the loudspeaker that they were going to be allowing the basketball and wrestling and indoor sports to happen. So, maybe almost summertime, but at least they're getting to play and do what they love, and they don't have to miss out on another year. So,
yeah, for sure. And they've squished the schedule so tightly. The month of March was crazy for Table Rock Sports. We had so many games to cover, and we got it all in. But even now, they've got a few games after graduation. So it's they're cramming it all in the best they can. And if they do any kind of playoffs like they've done for soccer and for softball and baseball, they'll be playing well into June if they decide to do any kind of a Southern Oregon Conference playoff.
Yeah, it looks like if they do a playoff, it'll probably finish about that first week of July, first few days of July there, because I think I saw games all the way up to like the 16th of June, and the last few sports have taken about 2 weeks or so to get their little playoffs finished, and so be interesting to see how it plays out. But I don't think any of the boys or girls mind having to give up a little bit of their summer to play ball, because they love what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure they do just about anything at this point to do what they love and just to feel a little bit of normality.
Yeah.
Again, because there hasn't been much of that lately. So,
well, and basketball was where it all started. State tournaments had started. We got 1 weekend of tournaments in, and then the NBA canceled their season, and all the second week tournaments ended up getting canceled. And that was just about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, and here we are playing again. Not sure if they're going to do the anthem first or the starting lineups. We're going to do the anthem, so we'll join it right here with them here in the gym. Welcome back to Grants Pass High School. The Lithia Superstore Game of the Week here on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And let's take a look at the starting lineups as they're doing the same thing here in the gym. First for the visiting Eagle Point Eagles. Number 5, Kiersa Hogan. Number 10, Emily Nielsen. Number 11, Haley Burkham. Number 13, Kylie Bolero. And number 23, Haley McCormack. Marvin Denman is the head coach for the Eagles. And now for the home team, the Lady Cavers of Grants Pass. Brooke Anderson is number 2. Number 4 is Reagan Bruner. Sophie Mock wears number 11. Number 13, Emily Rund. And number 33, Kaylin Teagle. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's game. Both teams looking for the first win on the season. First home game for the Lady Cavers. Eagle Point will not play a home game until the 25th when they host Ashland. No tip. Must be another COVID rule. So Eagle Point will have the ball to start things off.
It's interesting.
It is.
We won't go there, but you know.
That shot missed by Bolero, and then
they're playing a game already.
They're playing. I believe that was Teagle got that rebound, and Grants Pass with the first trip up the floor on offense.
The no tip here reminds me of the COVID rules of softball down in Medford for our city league. Is you can have a play, sliding play, whatever play at first, second, and third, but at home you're not allowed to touch home plate. You veer off.
Oh.
You veer off. So no plays at the plate, but plays everywhere else on the field. No tip here, but jump balls and everything else.
Interesting. So again, a little full court press being put on here by the Cavers.
But I'm sure they don't mind because they're getting to play. And
that three-pointer on the way, count it. Burcham. And the Eagles on the board first here. That three-pointer off the mark, missed by Rund. Oop. That runner no good. And that two-pointer is Nielsen with the bucket. Of course, the NBA still not completely back to normal. They got that weird play-in situation. Did make for a really good game between the Warriors and Lakers.
I was hoping to see the Lakers lose.
I was too, because I'm a Warriors fan, but that three, no, that'll be a 2, but Grants Pass gets on the board. It was Anderson with the bucket. Still trying to learn all the girls. They don't look the same. The ones that are also on the softball team have to play tomorrow. Third place game in the playoff. course, the Warriors playing tonight to stay in the tournament. But that, and a steal. And coming the other way, getting fouled and hitting the bucket is number 2, Brooke Anderson. And she can tie it with the free throw. Oop. I apologize, blocking some of the action there. We'll get a little smaller scoreboard up there for you. And the bucket's good, and we are all tied. And a steal there by Teagle. Get it inside. That one off the mark. And another foul. Bucket's good. That foul on Bolero. They missed the free throw, but get the ball back. Oh, and that'll be another foul on the Eagles there, as a little too aggressive on the defense from Hogan. And they get it over to Mock. Timeout taken by the Eagles. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com, where you'll find the Coach Pistole softball camp July 12th through 14th, led by the Southern Oregon University national champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. .357 remaining here in the first. Lady Cavers trailed early, but have taken the lead. They'll put on the full court press once again. Oh, and that's going to be a foul. First one on the Cavers. Bruner with the foul. And another steal by the Cavers. Coming away with it is Anderson. Baseline jumper on the way, no good. Missed by Bruner. And now the Eagles looking to push. Three-pointer is off the mark. Missed by Burcham. Break opportunity for the Cavers, and that one is good. Sophie Mock. Jocelyn Seidel and Aktiana Vanuku Johnson into the game. I'm sorry, no, Isis Poteet. I got the wrong number there. Apologize. Down low and a foul. Team foul number 4 on the Eagles. And a trip in the lane. It's going to be 5th team foul on Eagle Point. Kylie Bolero with the foul. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Count it. Emily Rund with the triple. Oh, dribbled right into that trap. Another three on the way. That'll be off the mark. Long rebound to the Eagles. Nielsen pushes it up the left side. Baseline jumper off the mark. Rebound is blocked, but there's going to be a foul. Second team foul on the Lady Cavers.
Number 4, Reagan Bruner. That's her second. And the line for the Eagles is 34,
Alondra Cabrera at the free throw line. Isabel Lopez into the game. Kaylin Teagle back into the game for the Lady Cavers. Cabrera gets 1 out of 2. Another foul here. This is going to go against the Cavers. Third team foul. Oh, close to a travel there. 3.9 left to shoot. Deep three. That'll be off the mark. And there's 0.2 seconds remaining. They'll just inbound it here. And that'll do it for the first quarter on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass 14, Eagle Point 6. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by US Cellular at Siskiyou. We head to the second quarter on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Eagle Point 6, Grants Pass 14. Eagles jumped in front early, 5-0, but it's been all Grants Pass since then. Three-pointer is good. Emily Rund. And we're going to get a jump ball here. Or a held ball, since we didn't even jump the opening tip, let alone held balls. Brooke Anderson back into the game for Grants Pass. Eagles will keep it here as it was last touched by Grants Pass. Another thing I just noticed there, Joseph, the ref did not hand that ball. They're just letting them get the ball and set up to inbound. Another interesting COVID restriction, since every girl on the floor will touch that ball at some point. Not sure that the ref touching it's making a big difference, but appears to be another one of our COVID restrictions. And a foul going to go against Grants Pass. It'll be their fourth team foul. First on Poteet. Runner off the glass. No good. Last touch by Grants Pass. Kiersa Hogan back into the game for Eagle Point. Bruner back into the game for the Cavers. That ball never was touched, so they'll inbound from the same spot. That jumper missed by Rund, and the Eagles will set up their offense. Three-pointer is good. Kiersa Hogan. Stephanie Cortez comes in the game for Eagle Point. Long two off the mark. Put back no good. Off the back iron, and here come the Cavers. And a steal. Cortez had it, but lost it back to Anderson. That three-pointer off the mark. And we'll have a foul on the Cavers as Burcham came out of the pack with that rebound, and then team fouls even up at 5 apiece. We'll get a timeout called, I believe, by Grants Pass. 30-second timeout on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Eagle Point 9, Grants Pass 17. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Little two-handed scoop shot up and good. That was a Burcham She got a little tied up on as she was going up for that, and so she just kept it in two hands and put it up and in. That runner hits the back of the rim and drops in for Anderson. And we'll get another held ball. That was a good hustle on the part of Bruner as that ball was loose and she went after it a little more aggressively, and she wasn't as close to it, but because she was aggressive, she got the tie up. And I think we're going to get a foul on the Cavers, I believe, and it will be Poteet's second, team foul number 6. Another foul on Eagle Point. That'll go on Emily Nielsen. And at the line to shoot a pair will be Sophie Mock. Kylie Bolero back into the game. We have a double foul called. Cabrera and Seidel both pick up fouls. Both teams will be in the bonus, but because of the double foul, it'll just be an inbound for Eagle Point. Three-pointer on the way, rattles around and down for Hogan. Oh, nice look inside. Can't get the bucket. Deep three the other way. Count it. Alondra Cabrera hits it within 4 as we're under 30 seconds to go here. And they answer right back as Mock buries the triple. Eagles going to have to try and get a shot off. They can't, and that will do it for the first half of play. On our John L. Scott scoreboard, after one half of play, it's Grants Pass 24, Eagle Point 17. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We'll take a break and be back in just a bit.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
If you're a coach or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Halftime here from Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium in Grants Pass. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Eagle Point trailing the Grants Pass Lady Cavers 24-17. Eagle Point jumped out early, 5-0 lead. And the rest of the first quarter was all Grants Pass. Grants Pass led after the one quarter 14-6. Then things kind of slowed down for the second quarter, a little back and forth action, but Eagle Point with a couple three-pointers late. Trying to keep it close. And they trail now by 7. And what'd you think there for the first game out here for the Cavers? First game at home, I should say.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. They started off a little bit slow. Eagle Point came out, hit their first few baskets, and then I think Grants Pass settled down a little bit, got into a set defense, and were able to shut down Eagle Point there for a good portion of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter there. Did a good job defensively, and they were doing a good job offensively after their first few possessions. They were moving the ball well around the outside and working it in, working it out. They were doing well, hitting their shots inside the paint, and also, they were banging a few threes there for a minute. They had probably 3 or 4 in just a couple minutes. So doing a good job there. And Eagle Point on the other end, Grants Pass locked down their defense, and it kind of flustered them for a minute. And I think they're just playing a little bit too fast. They got to slow it down just a little bit. Work the offense, get a set offense going, work the ball inside the paint, and get it back out. Find the open looks. Grants Pass is, forcing them to take some contested shots here, which is what they want. And I heard Eagle Point's coach down there yelling at his girls there at the end of the second quarter. When they were open, just shoot the ball. He was yelling at them as soon as they were open and they didn't have anyone contesting the shot, just shoot the ball, and they hit back-to-back threes. And so I think he's going to, in the locker room there, he's going to tell his girls, if you're open, take the shot, because we'd rather have an open shot than a contested shot. So
yeah, and they seem to feel a little more comfortable when Grants Pass switched to a man-to-man defense about halfway through that second quarter, and that really seemed to help Eagle Point. I thought they looked a little more comfortable offensively after Grants Pass came out of that zone. Of course, the other thing, and I would imagine we'll see the press again from Grants Pass, because they had pretty good luck with that press in that first quarter as well. Well, we're just a little bit away here from the start of the second half. Been a pretty fast-moving game so far. We started a little late, but things moved along pretty quickly. So we'll take another break, come back with the second half. Eagle Point and Grants Pass on our John L. Scott scoreboard. 24-17, Grants Pass in the lead.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And we're underway. And a bucket for the home team. On our John L. Scott scoreboard is now 26-17 in favor of the Lady Cavers. Punched away on the backside there. Good help on defense there to stop that opportunity. So the Lady Cavers do put the press back on, but they've, at least at this point, have stayed in that man-to-man defense. And a reach-in foul going to go against the Cavers. Bruner picks up her third personal first team foul of the second half. Hogan will take a three off the glass, still counts. Seidel into the game for Grants Pass. And a foul. I think we'll have two shots here. Second team foul on the Cavers. It's going to be Sophie Mock. Second foul. Emily Nielsen at the free throw line for Eagle Point. And she hits them both. And Eagle Point with a press of their own, giving Grants Pass some trouble here. But they break it, get it down low, and that bucket is good for Rund. So the quarter started a little slow, a couple of turnovers each direction, but they're picking up the pace here. Well, nice pass from the high post, gets it down low as Anderson gets the bucket. And we'll get a timeout called. I believe they said that was a Grants Pass timeout. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. If you would like to join the team, didn't read that one right, did I? We want you on our team. In fact, we want you to watch as many games as possible. You can find them all at YouTube, Table Rock Sports. Click the red subscribe button. Also, click the little bell. Click the bell and click all, and you'll be notified of all of our current and upcoming games. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, we're in the third quarter. Grants Pass leading Eagle Point 30-22. And the baseball pass works, but the putback no good as they miss the initial shot. But we'll get another Caver foul and more free throws.
I like the fast break.
Send
them up the sidelines and go for it. You know, it's kind of what they need to do. Eagle Point putting the ball on the floor a lot and dribbling around, and they're getting double teamed in the corners. And one thing they're going to need to do and figure out is to just move that ball around as fast as they can. Move it around the outside, get it all the way around. Quick pass to the inside, and usually you'll find someone with good position, with a good opportunity to score without having to be a contested shot.
So Bolero misses both. Isabel Lopez came into the game for the Lady Cavers. Yeah, it's kind of a Eagle Point's press break there was kind of reminiscent of the Lady Cavers soccer team. Anderson with the two, where they would send it up and outrun people. They would use their speed. Of course, the Lady Cavers ended up winning the Southern Oregon Conference in soccer, beating South Medford in the shootout. I didn't get to cover that game, but I did watch it on TableRockSports.net. Ten-point game here in the third. Turn around off the glass, up and good. That was Nielsen with the bucket. And a foul coming the other way. Oops. Let's take those off. Nielsen picks up her second. Another timeout taken on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass 32, Eagle Point 24. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. It's our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available to you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thank you to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunching your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. I was just in a Circle K today here in the Valley. I've got this addiction to the peanut butter crunchy Snickers. And because of their kickback program, my drink was free, so I was a happy camper at My Circle K today. Stepping to the line is Brooke Anderson for the Lady Cavers. Will shoot a pair. And that'll be out off of Eagle Point. So Anderson splits the free throws. Seidel, a little fadeaway at the free throw line, knocks it down. Grants Pass likes to throw into that high post, and Seidel just caught that one. It was just kind of falling back and knocked it down. And the Eagles turn it over. Coming the other way, Lopez. She'll put it off the glass. No good. Couple attempts at the putback, and the Eagles come away with it. And another Caver foul. Kind of a bad foul there. There was not much of a chance she was going to make that shot, but Nielsen, as Poteet picks up her fourth team foul. Teagle will come back in after this first free throw. So Nielsen can get it back to a single-digit deficit if she can get this second free throw. And she does. That one rolls in for Seidel. And the turnover, the Cavers with a chance to extend their lead. Three-pointer on the way. That one off the mark, but they'll get their own rebound. And we'll have a foul on the Eagles. Rund will shoot 2 for the Lady Cavers as Burkham picks up the foul, her first. As Rund gets them both. That pass was a little too strong for Cabrera, so the Cavers get it back. And we'll get a jump ball called. Lopez will trigger the inbound. And another foul on the Eagles. That'll be their third team foul. That'll be the third on Hogan. Eagle Point will keep it here. Left-hand runner, no good, but getting her own rebound was Burkham, and she's fouled. Be the fifth team foul on the Lady Cavers. Second personal on Teagle. And Burkham will step to the line. And they don't get the shot off in time. And at the end of 3 periods on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's Grants Pass 39, Eagle Point 26. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We'll be right back.
At Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford, we've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler Jeep Dodge and, of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on the John L. Scott scoreboard. As we head to the fourth, Grants Pass 39, Eagle Point 26. And Eagle Point start things off here in the fourth. And a foul going to the line will be Teagle, as the Eagles pick up their fourth team foul. Third foul on Bolero. As Teagle hits the first. And Teagle gets them both. Deep three on the way, no good. And the Eagles turn it over. And a steal. Hogan comes up with it. Her runner from 15 off the glass. Count it. Three-pointer on the way, and that is good. Anderson. Hogan with the off-balance three. And that'll be Caver ball. And the press results in a turnover. That one blocked by Bruner as Burkham tried to get inside. And that layup up and good. Emily Rund with the bucket. Hogan misses inside. Lady Cavers will come the other way. And a timeout called by Grants Pass. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 46, Eagle Point 28. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistole softball camp July 12th through 14th, led by the Southern Oregon University national champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. (46-28). Cavers leading here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Oh, nice look down low and a bucket for Mock. Biggest lead of the night belongs to the Cavers. Halfway through the fourth. Timeout called.
I don't know if that's a COVID thing or not with the media timeout.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. I charged it to Eagle Point, but that's a new one on me.
Media timeout, something new every day with this whole COVID thing. Normally don't have those until the state championship final.
Those are the worst timeouts in college football because the poor guy's got to stand out there with that clock, and nobody likes that guy because you know the game's ready to start, and you're waiting for all the commercials to finish. Excuse me. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. Lady Caver ball coming out of this timeout. Caver lead is 20 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Hasn't really felt like the Lady Cavers were on a big run here in the fourth, but they've just kind of methodically taken over this game. Just one possession at a time. Wasn't that long ago, Burkham was shooting 2 free throws to cut it to 9, and now the lead is 20. And we're going to get a foul there as that entry pass was knocked away, but Anderson was fouled on the play. 5th team foul on the Eagles, 3rd personal on Nielsen. Ariana Cabrera into the game. And for the Lady Cavers, back into the game, Jocelyn Seidel. Baseline runner missed by Anderson. And then a foul on the putback attempt as Bruner will go to the line. Be the 6th team foul for the Eagles. Be the 2nd personal on Ariana Cabrera. As Reagan Bruner steps to the charity stripe. Clock continues to run in the gym. My clock has stopped. About a 10 seconds that ran off here in the gym. They didn't catch it, so our clock on the screen has got a little too much time on it, but we'll fix that at the next whistle. And a foul. Team fouls even up at 6 apiece. As Emily Runn picks up her first. And Nielsen at the line rattles home the first. Whole new team comes out for the Cavers. I'm sorry, that's Burkham at the line. Pass stolen down low. Under a minute to go here at Heater Newman Memorial Gymnasium. And we'll get a foul on the Cavers. Should be a 1-and-1 here, I believe. Stephanie Cortez steps to the line as Lopez picks up her first personal. And Cortez hits the first. And she gets them both. Eagle Point gets it back. As Burkham gets inside, gets the bucket. Three-pointer, good at the buzzer. Paige Pestrel drops the three in for Grants Pass. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, our final will be Grants Pass 52 and Eagle Point 33. We'll take a break, come back and wrap things up from Grants Pass High School. Don't go away.
At Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford, we've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler Jeep Dodge and, of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Written RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the My Circle K post-game show. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass gets their first win of the season and the first win in their first home game over the Eagle Point Eagles, 52-33. And as you mentioned at halftime, Joey, the Lady Cavers, a little slow start in this one. They were down 5-0 to start the game, but ever since that point, it was mostly all Cavers. The Eagles had it as close as 9, and then it kind of slipped away as the fourth quarter went on, and it was a lot of that was defense. The Cavers forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, they did a good job defensively, kept the pressure up the entirety of the game after those first 5 points. Eagle Point, they didn't really have an answer for it. They put up a lot of contested shots, a lot of forced shots. Would have liked to have seen them. When you're in a, I don't like to say you're an underdog just because you're not a 6A school, but there typically is that difference in play and ability and whatnot. So coming in, being the 5A school, playing the 6A school, you're looked at as the underdog. You got to find a way to be able to beat these teams. And something that could have worked really well for Eagle Point, get the ball and we'll just keep working it, and minimize those possessions for Grants Pass. They gave Grants Pass a lot of possessions tonight, and they could have done a good job just working around, kill that clock as much as possible, and just find the open shot. If you make it or not, you're limiting the possessions by taking the time off the clock. But I think Grants Pass just, they had that intensity going on the defensive end, and it really put the pressure on Eagle Point, and they didn't have an answer for it. And then offensively, Grants Pass worked the ball pretty well inside and out. A good mix of game play tonight. Good first win for them. They're going to look to keep that momentum going and hopefully have a good season.
Yeah, and those Eagle Point turnovers, the thing I was impressed with Grants Pass is when they would get the turnover, they would push it up the floor hard, but if there was nothing there, they were more than content to pull it back and run their offense, and they have a pretty efficient offense, good ball movement. They'll put a high post and sometimes a low post at the same time. Usually the low post will slip out on the baseline, especially when they throw it into the high post, but they just showed a lot of patience. They took the fast breaks if they were there, but if the numbers weren't there, they would just pull it back and set up their offense. So it was good disciplined play by the Cavers, and I think that's kind of how that game slipped away in the fourth. It didn't really feel like a big run for the Cavers. It just, they were converting their opportunities, and Eagle Point wasn't. And so, yeah, it's going to be a fun season, fun to watch. Eagle Point played North Medford pretty tight. They lost 26-31, so a pretty low-scoring defensive game. So should be fun going through the rest of this season. Got these teams playing 3 days a week and on some of these weeks, so they're going to be doing more playing than they are practicing. It'll be kind of fun to watch.
That's one upside. It's always fun to just be playing games, and they're playing, I think, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, or Tuesdays.
Yeah, there's a few Tuesdays mixed in.
There's some Tuesdays in there. There's a Thursday, maybe two of them in there. So I think they cover every day of the week at least at some point in the season. So should be fun.
Next week it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Grants Pass. We have games here all 3 of those days. So yeah, it should be great fun. So we'll wrap things up here. We want to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Grants Pass High School Athletic Director Clay Ronceville for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coaches Marvin Denman for Eagle Point and Scott Wakefield for Grants Pass. Once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 52, Eagle Point 33. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Joseph Brett, I'm Jeff Smith saying thanks for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.